Hi everyone. I haven't posted in a while, but me and my sister today have made a couple Minecraft ideas that are actually pretty good. That was my sister just then. I don't know if you can hear her well or not, but yeah, let's get started with this. So I'm gonna go back to first person because this is kind of confusing me a little. And okay, Leah, please move.
I am coming.
Please move. Anyway, she'll just be in the way for a while. I'm gonna start. So this is just kind of a basic design, but the thing I really wanted to look at was how I put barrels backwards, I guess you could say, mixed in with spruce because
backwards from the way that we see it.
Yeah, mixed in with spruce because then it just changes up the texture and it makes it look a little nicer. So this is the first little idea. It's pretty easy to do. All you have to do is just place down barrels like that. We're gonna go on to the next one. This one is actually a really cool balloon one, which
and he made up himself.
Yes, I did. Here, let me just show you how it works. I'm gonna grab. There's a couple ocelots under here, and they are leashed to these, which we then cover. Oh, my bad. We then cover and put an anvil on it so it's connected, but there's blast furnaces around it, so because some of them are kind of weird and connect to the ground. Anyway, this next one that we have are these little statues, which I'm sure they remind you of the TNT yeeter, which I'm sure you guys have seen before.
If not, it will be later in the video.
Yes, it will be later in the video, but they're just statues that could hold up the front of a castle if you make it.
I'm a statue too.
Anyway, ignoring her, it's just I threw this together really quickly. I'm sure you if you're really good at building, you could probably do something better with these, but yeah. And then right here, we have a really cool one that I saw somewhere else. I think it was on... I forgot what his name is, but it's another YouTuber I watch. He took the new beehives, I think is what those are, and made them into file cabinets, yes. I kind of took my own spin on it because they only had two of them and only one of them was open, so I made it a little bigger. I added some trapdoors for extra details, and this trapdoor.
You can actually open and put stuff.
Yeah, so then if you wanted to store enchanted books or something up there, you can. So I all around do like this design, and I think I will probably use it in a couple in a couple of builds that I make. But
this is the TNT eater.
Yep, not much to say about this boy. It's pretty easy to make. I can actually show you how to make it right now. All you need is 2 grindstones, a piece of TNT, and a skeleton head. And you simply just need to do that. Place a block on top. Place the TNT there. Delete the first block that you put right there. Put another grindstone. Shift skeleton head. It's a really simple design, but it looks really funny, so yeah.
I'm not very advanced in Minecraft. He's helped me a lot.
And
but I never would have figured that out, so thanks for showing.
But anyway, now this next one is a bridge, which I actually did come up with this design myself, which it's a normal bridge, but I used
burnt out campfires.
Yes, burnt out campfires, kind of as the path for it.
Just so that it was kind of see-through and you could see the water.
Yeah, and I know the waterfall doesn't look very good, but I didn't have time. I didn't have time to build a full mountain, you know.
It does look good. Don't doubt yourself. And the pond down there is good.
Anyway, this next one that we have is I could have made this all into different ones, but I feel that would have been a waste. So we just have a bunch of lamps. This first one is 2 end rods and a quartz pillar, which I think looks really good because it still gives light because of the end rods. And then this next one would probably be just for creative because, you only get 1 dragon egg in survival once you beat the ender dragon. So it's a dragon egg and just a sea lantern on top of it. And then this next one is using one of the new blocks, the
beehive.
No, no, that's the, hold on, I always forget which this, oh, this is the bee nest, my bad.
So yeah.
So you use a backwards bee nest, because otherwise the little holes that the bees go into the nest will show, which won't look very good. But yeah, you have the same concept with the quartz one with the end rods, and those produce light. This one is the only lamp that does not produce light, and this is the honeycomb block on top of a brewing stand. But if you have, like, let's say you grab a torch and then more trapdoors, and you could simply just, like, break this in the floor, and I think this works. I'm not positive, but it should work. And then, boom, now you have a light source underneath it. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. It's not my favorite though. I don't love this new honeycomb block. Then this last one is just like these other two tall lamps, which it's using the end rods. I also wanted to use this honey block because I saw this on another YouTuber's channel, and I just thought it was really unique. And yeah.
Can I explain the next one?
Sure.
So he made a bookshelf, but he made it look like there were some empty bookshelves with what you used.
Backwards looms.
So you can tell that he's using a lot of backward blocks, but they all look really cool. So it does look very real because the lines are in the same place, or the dividers, and I think that that is really cool.
Yeah, I do love how I do love it how they made it look like that. It's really awesome. So this next one I got from a Minecraft series that I watch. The guy that I watch, I forgot what his name was. I haven't watched him in a couple weeks or a couple months. I don't really remember. He just did it like this, where it's just coal, and then I added a little detail where, like, there's a little bit of, like, I don't know, like soup or something left in there at the very bottom, which you can barely even see. And then there's like a little chair back here, and I made two variations of it, and like this is when it's all done, and this is when it's cooking, and I put a potion in here so it's like smoke effects are coming off, and yeah, there's a campfire underneath that block right there. So yeah. This next one here is
different ways to make chimneys that all have the same idea but all look different.
Correct. So first off, what I did for this block palette is brick and then smooth stone, because I think it looks really nice together, especially like if you're trying to make like an apartment-like thing or anything else like that, or a brick house even, which you will see that later in a little bit later in the video again. And then I used smithing tables for the floor because it's a really nice floor design for something like that just has a bunch of furnaces and chimneys in it, so I just figured I would. But this first one with normal furnace, I just used a cobblestone wall all the way up through the roof. And then I put a campfire down with two jungle trapdoors, which you can use whatever trapdoor you want, but I think it looks best with jungle, especially if you use brick. Because like then it kind of like, the colors almost match. And then if you come down here with the smoker, you could either use the cobblestone again, or I chose to use andesite, so like there was no repeats. And again, I did the same thing, just it's a little smaller.
Oh, I just broke a brick.
That's fine.
Well, if you look down there, you can see the actual blocks.
Yeah. Anyway, and finally for the blast furnace, I used the stone brick wall, and I made that one a little taller, and it's all the same.
Well, if you can't quite tell, it's not like he found a way to put them through the brick. He just had to separate them, just in case you couldn't tell.
Okay, so next is this one, and this is actually kind of a cool one. It's like a little statue that could be in like a graveyard, like it could be a gravestone or something. Or it could just be like, kind of like, hold on. It could be kind of like these and like just in the front of a castle or something. So I can actually show you how I made this thing right here. It was kind of simple. All you need to get are...
If you're making like a statue museum, it'd be very nice for that.
Yes, it would.
Add something in there.
All you need is the piston, a lever, the cauldrons, armor stand, and actually there's quite a few things. Skeleton skull, which I already have in my inventory from a yeeter, and then an iron chest plate, a water bucket, and finally you need what's it called? Black dye. Sorry. So anyway, and that's just for like this part down here because it was kind of hard to get to that final result. So what I did was I put the piston like that, or hold on. I put the piston like this, and the cauldron was right here like that. So then I had the armor stand, and I equipped the skeleton head and the chest plate. And then I filled this up with water, and I turned it black, just so like it would match like the dark and dreary feeling. And then I just did that, and it moved it over a little, which I think looks even better. And I just pretty much copied and pasted that on the other side too, like just did the exact same thing. So yeah, I do really like this one. It took me like
5 minutes to make?
5-10 minutes. But mostly because I didn't really know what I was going for at first, and I just wanted to try to make a statue. But I do really like it, and it is something easy that you could that pretty much anyone could do. The next one is probably my least favorite, and
it's just very simplistic.
And you'll know why the slime block is here in a couple seconds. So I tried to like make these endstone portal endstone stairs, which I mean it kind of works, but it's kind of a pain to go up. And obviously you would only be able to do this in creative unless you had mods on, which could unless you had a mod that adds this into survival, like a crafting recipe or something. And all it is just for an enchantment table up here, and then I put the slime block there so you can get down easily.
The stairs look cool, and yeah, you can just jump right down.
Okay, anyway, this last one is utilizing this apartment-like feel again. And it's just the smooth stone and the bricks, which I love the look of. And then on the inside, I utilize I always forget, the bee nest, my bad. I use the bee nest, and actually this is a beehive for the floor. I use the bee nest as like a trim, and then cyan concrete powder is the rest of the wall. And this would be like if you wanted like sort of an 80s vibe on the inside of your house, but like you wanted it to be like kind of looking like an apartment, like I've said a couple times in this video, on the outside.
He actually just recently made a house that he put brick on the outside and he did the layered, and then he also used one of his chimney designs, so
yeah, I did.
It's very nice.
And then yeah, I just added this because it kind of looks like a picture from the 80s, and then a chair. But yeah, this was actually really fun to do. Ooh, my bad. This was really fun to do, and
just in case you were counting, we did 13 designs in honor of Friday the 13th.
Yep, 13 designs because today is Friday the 13th. But yeah, this was a really fun video to do. It only took like an hour and a half to make all this stuff.
Not even.
Which, I mean,
they look really cool, but they're pretty much all easy designs. And
yeah, they are.
I'm not very advanced, but I could make most of these, no problem.
But yeah, if you guys want to see more Minecraft ideas and maybe like designs, stuff like that, maybe even like some redstone videos. I'm not the best at redstone, but I can probably make a couple videos. If you want to see any of that, leave it down in the comments, leave a like, subscribe, all the good stuff, and we'll see you next time.
Ooh,
thanks.
Any other ideas, comment that too.
Oh, yeah. Any other ideas that you would like me to do? Like if you want me to do like a nether portal video where I make like a couple nether portal designs, or an end portal video.
Once it gets real good, maybe we can go in survival and try to beat the Ender Dragon. I don't know how that's going to go though.
Like a playthrough?
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and goodbye.